Welcome to BBC Points West. Our main story tonight, home for the very first time.
I didn't think we'd bring Milo home. And the last time we were bringing him home were not for the same reasons we have now.
Milo's getting used to life at home in Gloucester with his siblings. Our other headlines tonight. A summer of heat waves takes its toll on our health services, with doctors reporting a surge in need. How cooking for others has given this man a purpose. It's helped him stay sober for 2 years. And from the lowest lows to the highest highs, the balloon pilot offering hope to people with a stoma. Good evening. First tonight, a Gloucestershire mother has finally taken her baby boy home after spending 10 months in Bristol Children's Hospital. Milo was born with a serious heart defect at just 27 weeks old. He underwent multiple surgeries, suffered strokes and was put onto ventilators 18 times. Now he's safely at home with the rest of his siblings. Our reporter Cheryl Dennis has been to meet them.
Settling in at home at last, with big brother right on hand to play. Most of Milo's life has been spent in hospital until now.
I didn't think we'd bring Milo home. And the last time we were bringing him home were not for the same reasons we have now, so.
Milo and his twin Leo arrived into the world very early. Born at 27 weeks, special care was their first experience of life. But they're now both finally home.
It's the best thing ever. We never expected any of it to happen. So to then get Milo home, yeah, definitely.
Milo has 3 heart conditions. He's suffered a series of strokes and he's had multiple surgeries. In total, Milo spent more than 300 days at the Bristol Children's Hospital. The world carried on. Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day came and went. The Easter Bunny visited, and then the 200-day milestone also went by.
When I was in hospital, that's all I visioned, being led on my sofa with the twins in their chairs. That's what I visioned all the time. So, yeah, to actually do it is, yeah.
I think Mum's doing amazing. She's like cracking on with all of it and keeping Milo safe and good, which is amazing.
Laura and her family were put up in special accommodation provided by the Grand Appeal in the last year. She says all the staff, from nurses to receptionists and cleaners, helped keep her strong.
The amount of times that we generally thought we wasn't going to leave and Milo wasn't coming home, and just having the hospital itself, the staff and the nurses, they are just incredible. Like, you build such a bond with them, and Milo was King of Pickoo. That's what he was called, the King of Pickoo.
Now Nan can pop across the road to visit, and the family are making plans.
My mum's massive wishes for Milo's feet to be in the sand. So that's, and so we are booking to go down to the caravan. I'm very blessed. I've got an amazing family, so I don't know what I'd do about my family. They're incredible.
Milo needs regular medication and near constant care, but these are extra special family moments.
Yeah!
Cheryl Dennis, BBC Points West, Gloucester.
Wow!
Oh, wonderful to get him home. Now, 2 teenage boys questioned in connection with a fire at an industrial estate in Weston-super-Mare have been released while investigations continue. Several businesses were badly damaged by the fire on the Locking Farm industrial estate. Police have been carrying out inquiries and are looking at CCTV. 2 boys were arrested on suspicion of arson and suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life. Health professionals say repeated heat waves and an influx of holidaymakers are putting a strain on services here in the West. It's leading to calls for more resilience planning to manage hot summers in the future. Our reporter Ross Pollard's been speaking to some of those working in an NHS under pressure.
Dunster, far out in West Somerset near Minehead and Exmoor, is a popular holiday destination for people visiting the West Country. But tourism, combined with this year's repeated heat waves and it being fairly isolated, has had a big impact on the NHS locally.
It's been an exceptional summer. Tourists will come in typically with the sorts of things you see with heat. So heat rash, heat stroke to a certain extent, stings and tick bites, things like that. We're quite a high tick sort of area, and that sort of flourishes in the hot weather as well.
Is it getting more difficult now as a GP in the summer? And
used to that, and that they may be swimming in an area where there's no lifeguards. So it's just about preparing and sort of taking care of yourself and making sure that you've got hydration, you've got water, and you've got a phone with you that is charged so that you can access help if you need it.
Great, Dr. Edton, thank you for coming in and explaining. Thank you. Well, great to have your company at the start of another week, and lots more to share between now and 7. We'll see how the West has been marking Ukrainian Independence Day, with events being held right across the region. And the balloonist setting a new world record to show that living with a stoma doesn't need to stop you having a sense of adventure. A recovering alcoholic from Swindon says cooking for his community has helped to transform his life. Daniel Norrish helps make free meals for local people, which he says has helped him stay sober for 2 years. Beth Cruz has been to meet him.
There you go, sweetheart. Hope you enjoy.
I will do.
Thank you.
For years, alcohol controlled Daniel's life. At his lowest, he was drinking more than 20 cans of beer a day alongside spirits after losing his job during the pandemic.
Obviously, before I went into rehab, I suppose I've been an alcoholic for most of my life. And until it got so bad that I just made myself ill.
2 years sober, the 57-year-old has found a new purpose. He's now one of the volunteers at Food Cycle, helping turn surplus supermarket food into hot meals for local people.
It makes me think about what I'm doing, helping people, great bunch of people here.
Food Cycle runs weekly community meals, reducing food waste whilst bringing people together. Every Thursday evening, dozens of people come through the doors of Pine Trees Community Centre. Some come for a hot meal, others for the company.
Nobody actually just sits there. They all come round and talk, or we go round and talk to them.
Everybody is so friendly and they interact, and it's really nice. And when we go home, we're always laughing, and it makes us feel good.
The charity says volunteers like Daniel show how helping others can transform lives too.
I think with Daniel, it's just such a great reminder that when you show kindness to others, it can have kind of like a ripple effect. And you look at the room, which is always full, serving 40 guests, maybe 45 a week, guests a week, and that kindness, just spreads in the room to everybody here, and it's wonderful to see.
I feel happier. I can see what's going on besides looking down, and just eyes are open now for the first time in I don't know how long.
After years battling addiction, Daniel says giving back to his community has given him something he never thought he'd find again: hope. Beth Cruz, BBC Points West, Swindon.
Oh, well done, Dan. Well, let's look at some of the stories on the BBC News website this evening. And plans to turn Bridgewater's old WH Smiths into a gaming centre have been turned down. Councillors were worried it could exacerbate antisocial behaviour. Sorry if you're eating, but an infestation of maggots in a block of flats in Swindon is being described as a biohazard. The council says it's due to the outdoor bin area. Locals think there's a dead animal under the floor. And new images show what Cannock ponds could look like after they've been improved. The project in the Forest of Dean should help the area become a haven for wildlife. You can find all those stories and much more on the BBC News website and the BBC News app. Hundreds have been gathering across the West to celebrate Ukrainian Independence Day with events in Trowbridge and Bristol. It comes against the backdrop of the ongoing war with Russia, which has killed thousands. Many have also fled the country, setting up home here in the West. Pete Simpson reports.
College Green in Bristol this morning, and a flag-raising ceremony on a day of huge importance for Ukraine. The West's Ukrainian community has swelled since Russia's military invasion in 2022, giving today's reflections an added sense of poignancy.
I think it's both happy and sort of deeply emotional and sad in many ways because of what it takes to fight for this independence now.
It's an emotional day for our family, for my child, and all time we thankful for your country from all our Ukrainian people here.
With the formalities over, it was time to head inside City Hall for a cultural celebration, including this outstanding spread.
We have some Ukrainian traditional dishes, which includes some salads, pastry, and different sauces. It's really tough in Ukraine, as you can see right now what's going on in there, and having very good friends is very important.
The event was put together by the charity Ukraine Aid and Welfare, who've helped many families settle into their new homes here in the west of England.
To be Ukrainian, to speak our language, to preserve our culture, to decide on our own future, it is something that is what we're fighting for our freedom. Altogether, this energy is absolutely amazing, and our kids, our generation can be proud of what we're doing.
Hundreds of miles away in Kyiv, the Prime Minister was showing his continued support for Ukraine's war effort.
I know you need more help to protect your skies and your civilians. I know how hard the winters have been and the need to be ready this year when the nights draw in.
A reminder here that freedom and independence is often hard fought and continues to cost lives. Despite the ongoing conflict, today's event was a happy occasion, testament to an enduring bond and friendship between Ukraine and the United Kingdom. Pete Simpson, BBC Points West, Bristol.
Now, a sports club in Somerset is trying to raise £15,000 to save its historic pavilion. Watch It War Memorial Ground is the home of the town's football and cricket teams. The building that houses the changing rooms dates back almost a century, but it's fallen into disrepair. The site's committee has launched a fundraiser to rebuild it. Well, it is still August, but we might have already seen the goal of the season. Ali's a bit special, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been covering West Country football for 30 years now, would you believe? I don't think I've seen a goal quite like this one before. Bristol City's Dom Ballard with something a little bit special, and it's drawn praise from fans all around the country. Go on in, let's have another look at it. It is a brilliant volley, but it's when you see it again in a moment from behind the goal, you realise he's backheeled it into the net. Now, some City fans are calling it the best goal they've ever seen. What about the man himself?
Well, I believe you're capable of scoring from anywhere. I think great ball from Rio, and just read it and got the heel on it, and yeah, it was just one of the best goals I think I'll ever score. To do it in front of the away fans as well, definitely a moment that I'll cherish. Yeah, what a moment.
Sadly, it wasn't enough to get the win, though. Bristol City were left frustrated right at the end by an equaliser in stoppage time. City led twice at St Andrews, Scott Twine scoring in the first half. And Ballard's wonder goal looked like being the winner until the referee gave Birmingham a penalty 4 minutes into added time. Was this handball? It finished 2-2.
I think there was a lot to like from Michael Scubala's side on Saturday afternoon. It looked like a much more polished team. The penalties very frustrating at the end, but a point at St Andrews I think will look back at the end of the season as a good result.
The first of 8 goals at Bristol Rovers came after only 13 seconds. Newport got it. Before half-time, Ben Purrington equalised via the crossbar. And Rovers never really looked back.
Cavanian on goal for Bristol. Cavan for Bristol Rovers!
But no one enjoyed their strike more than Bobby Camwer, who joined Rovers this summer from Newport.
He's running the length of the pitch. You know where he's going.
The visitors sent their keeper forward looking for a late equaliser, allowing Rovers to score on the counter-attack. Breathtaking stuff.
Wow, what a game that was. I mean,
5-3. Going forward, it looked like we were going to score every single time. The highlight of that was Bobby Camwell running the length of the pitch to celebrate in front of the Newport fans. Absolute scenes.
There were more great goals at the county ground in Swindon.
Dryden can drive towards goal. He's got space and he goes in! An absolutely wonderful goal!
Captain Ollie Clark doubled the lead before Cheltenham scored late to make it a tense finish.
He's Broom with a shot. Oh, what a goal! Oh, what a fantastic goal by Ryan Broom.
All in all, I'm really happy with today's result. You know, both sides played all right at times in the game. We went 2-0 up and then did well, really, to hold on to the lead. So far, so good at the start of the season.
Yeovil Town got their first win. Steve Walker scored early against Gateshead before a double from Luke McCormick. But Forest Green Rovers were beaten 3-0 at home by last season's playoff finalists Boreham Wood. Now, despite winning the last 2 Grand Prix, Somerset's Lando Norris says his car isn't good enough for him to retain his world title. F1 was back from its summer break this weekend, with Norris taking the checkered flag in Holland. He is still 83 points adrift of the championship leader, with 11 races to go. There was a vital result for Somerset's cricketers and their target of winning the county championship for the first time. They beat Essex, with spinner Jack Leach taking 5 wickets in the second innings, 9 in the match. It means Somerset are only 2 points behind the leaders Notts, with 5 matches left to play. And Somerset women are through to T20 County Cup finals day after beating Hampshire at the weekend. That takes place this coming weekend in Manchester, so they could finish the year with some silverware, which would be great. And the men's team chasing the county championship. A double, maybe? Would be good.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sally. Now, a young autistic man says his life has been changed for the better after a group of lads from Bristol befriended him at a music festival. Adam James, who's known as Adzo, went to Boomtown on his own despite his parents being a bit worried about how he was going to cope. But he ended up having the time of his life. We're here to tell us more about it is Adam and his dad, Andy. Welcome to the programme. Adam, first of all, just tell me, you were going off to this festival on your own, and then you met this group of lads.
You know what, I was camping on my own at first, so I was camping on my own for like the first 15 minutes, and they came in, they asked for like a rubber mallet, and all of a sudden they were like, are you camping on your own? And I basically joined them. From there they asked me to join them, and that's how it just went really. It was just mad, like how it all just works in like full circles really. Like I was going to do that whole festival on my own, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would have never made it to Monday. So
yeah, it's a long old time, isn't it, at a festival?
No.
Not much sleep.
Yeah.
And had you ever clicked with people in the way that you clicked with them?
Never. And that's the thing, like, I've never clicked with anyone like that. And all those people, there's like 16 of them, and we all just clicked at one. And I just joined their group, and now they're like family to me. It's just mental.
You need to move to Bristol. We're great people here.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking of doing.
And Andy, Dad, you were worried about him going off to a festival with 66,000 people. I mean, what was going through your mind?
Well, we had 6 months to work up to it, and it was his first festival, and Boomtown has got a bit of a reputation of being like one of the hardest festivals you can go to. And we had a secret emergency evacuation plan, and his sister as well was a little bit worried. But we had all confidence in it. We wouldn't have let him go without having confidence in him. But we knew what the weather was going to be like. And we were on tenterhooks. I didn't drink a drop the whole weekend. I was ready to, facilitate the evacuation.
Dive in, yeah. Now, listen, we've been in touch with your friends. You met up with them this weekend, of course.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, fantastic. And we've asked them what they think of you. Have a little watch of this.
Lush lad, lush boy. He fit in with our group perfectly. It was not even like it was almost like he drove to the festival with us. Do you know what I mean? He was spot on, and he smashed it all the way through. And he opened up to me. It was nice. Said, "Oh mate, just to let you know, I've got quite high levels of autism. We would never judge no one about that, because you know what I mean, we've got stuff ourselves. I got quite high ADHD. it's not even like a blip. It's not even like a factor. But it's nice for him to open up and let us know. Do you know what I mean? Because his dad mentioned that he don't tell nobody that. So it was nice that he felt comfortable enough to do that.
Well, how does it make you feel hearing that?
It's from obviously Kieran himself. It's just mental. Like I've only known them like a week, and they're like family to me now. Like everyone, like big ups to all of them. They've genuinely made my whole weekend just like bang, just explode.
Brilliant.
So it's just mental.
Brilliant. Well, Andy, I reckon you've made, watched your son make friends for life there, Adam. I think they'll be friends forever.
I think they've made his life, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Great stuff. Thank you both for coming in.
No
Thank you
problem
very
at all.
much.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, a hot air balloon pilot from Bristol who almost died last year has officially become a world record breaker. Jo Bailey managed 68 tethered hopper balloon ascents in an hour at this year's Fiesta. She was determined to show others what's possible after undergoing life-saving surgery last year.
This is a proud moment. It's a very proud moment, but this is not just, it's just not about, for me, this is a record for people who are struggling with hidden disabilities and hidden illnesses in their lives that everybody goes about with every day.
Well done, Jo, you're an inspiration. We can catch up with Christopher now. He has tonight's weather forecast.
Hello there. It's been a dry, sunny and warm start to the week. Lots of sunshine and temperatures into the mid-20s. But there are signs of a change on the way with much more unsettled conditions, some sharp showers, some rain. Still feeling warm and humid though. This is the pressure sequence and you can see what's going on. The high pressure that was with us today beginning to pull away, and we start to see the effects of low pressure in the Bay of Biscay moving northwards, sending some showers or weather fronts our way. This evening sunshine, then it's dry with some clear sky overnight. However, by the end of the night, cloud will tend to thicken and we'll start to see 1 or 2 showers developing as well. The temperatures in towns and cities overnight around 12 to 14 Celsius as the overnight low, and we start the day tomorrow with that cloud and those showers. They'll work their way north and westwards through the course of the morning. 1 or 2 on the heavy side, not an awful lot of rain, it has to be said, and then much more in the way of sunshine through the afternoon, and temperatures once again reaching the mid-20s, 25 or 26 degrees in a few spots, with the winds coming in from the east, not as breezy as we've seen today. Looking further ahead now, and you can see on Wednesday the low pressure with us nearby to the south and southwest, sending weather fronts and some heavy, potentially thundery downpours lifting away to the north through Wednesday morning, but then a further rash of them developing during the afternoon. Again, if you catch one of those, could well be heavy and thundery and pretty wet where they occur. I say where they occur because not everyone will see them, and of course with the ground so dry, that water perhaps not being absorbed as readily as we might hope. In terms of the temperature in the extended outlook, you can see we will see something a little bit cooler as we head through towards the weekend, but remaining unsettled. That's the latest forecast.
Thanks, Christopher. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, isn't it, that wet weather this week. That is where I will leave you for now. I am back in the 10 o'clock news. Hopefully I might catch you again then. Have a lovely evening in the meantime. Bye-bye for now.